The reactions of the teachers, the principals, is actually amazing. They realize more than we realize from what we're doing because they see the bigger impact than we do.
Lifestyle and stuff like that. So, but ideally, like, you know, you want to keep in your mindset like 15-second increments.
One digital expert or 2 agency mentorships. So it's like if they're new, 2 angles for one story, and then low ticket stuff that we're going to be launching with digital expert and kind of going down that road.
What you're about to see is what we've been doing for about 4, coming up on 5 years now. This is our 5th year actually. We started, my really good friend of mine, Ty, and myself started, and we came up with the idea of wanting to help kids, specifically elementary students, that, you know, are a little bit less fortunate in terms of what they can get in today's day and age. Some of the things that you and me take for granted, and what I mean by that is a lot of the stuff when we go to school, you know, it's pretty easy for us to go show up with a nice backpack, have some pencils, have some crayons, binders, etc. And there's a lot of students, and especially the school that I went to, and this one hits really close to my heart, and you guys will see later on in the video, because we do go to the elementary school that I went to, and it was in the inner city school of, the worst inner city school in all of Vancouver that you could pretty much go to. And it's one of those things where it's like in my subconscious from back, however many years ago that was, it's been ingrained in there that I've always wanted to give back when I get to a certain point in my career. And, you know, 5 years ago, I wasn't at that point that I wanted to, but we started small. And since then, we've scaled. When we first did it, the first year, we did 30 backpacks, then we did 60, then we did 100 and something, and then last year we did 250. This year's gonna be some ridiculous numbers. Our goal by next year is to be doing around 1,000 backpacks a year. So this kind of, I just wanna, you know, I've never really talked about it in terms of my vlogs and kind of what we are able to do and the, you know, the difference that we make. And one of the things when we started doing it, we didn't realize the impact that it was going to have, because it's, you know, we started very, very small. And like most people don't think, it's like when you want to start, you know, making a difference, it's like you don't have to think from a global perspective right away. You got to think from a local perspective. And once you start going from a local, then you go to a national, then you go to an international level, and you got to go to a global level. And, you know, we went very, very, very local, and, you know, just 3 or 4 schools that we first started with, and last year we did 15 schools, and, you know, we've just been scaling from there. So it's one of the things that I'm very, very fortunate to be able to do. We started doing this when it was just about getting my business off the ground, and, you know, today being able to have a run rate in this specific area of my life of potentially helping 1,000 kids next year is something that, you know, really, really makes me very, very grateful for.
One of my favorite days of the year, or a couple days of the year, when we're giving away hundreds of kids backpacks, putting hundreds of kids through school, especially to the ones that are, you know, a little bit less fortunate in terms of what they receive. And part of wanting to do this is more of a, you know, balance in the narcissistic and the altruistic side of everything else. Because on the other end of my videos, you're talking about make more money, make more money, make more money, and do all this crazy shit, be responsible for yourself. But on this side of it is, you also have to give back and balance both sides of your life. We got the whole team on here. We got Roy, Angus, Rob, myself. Matt couldn't make it. He's stuck in a meeting.
We generated 9 ticket sales that we can see on our end through Facebook ads. We've also generated
and this is one of the things that I love doing every single year. And part of the reason I love doing this every single year is because, as you guys saw, one of the schools that I went to, Mary Jane Shannon, with Ty and Miguel today, is the elementary school that I went to. Is literally at the time that I was in there, it was considered the worst elementary school in British Columbia, the province and state.
That's the epitome of social responsibility. We really want to teach kids that.
So this one right here, Mary Jane Shannon Elementary School, is one that I went to. Was the worst elementary school at the time that I went to. Every time we come here, it brings back memories. I love coming dropping off backpacks for kids that need it here. It's Ty and I's 5th year in a row here, so we're never gonna stop this school, and love doing it because the reactions of the teachers, the principals, is actually amazing. they realize more than we realize from what we're doing, because they see the bigger impact than we do.
Outside of everything else that I've done, and outside of all the crazy shit that I usually yell at you guys on YouTube and on Instagram about, and kind of, you know, get off your ass, it's also like when you do get off your ass and you do create something, turn around and start helping. Well, it doesn't have to be kids, it does, you know, whatever is close to you. And it's pretty funny because on, you know, when I talk about balance, a lot of times on one end I say school's a waste of money and, you know, don't waste your time in college, but the foundation of what you learn at a young age really sets you up for what you can do at the older ages today. So let's jump into the vlog. We might do a little snippet of what last year's was like, and then we'll jump into this year. So let's see in the vlog.
School supplies. So these are each have kids enough supplies for a year for a child. So I guess at your discretion you can pick which kids would need it most.
Well, thank you very much. Fabulous. Wow.
We're doing 15 schools this year.
That's amazing.
So 210 kids we're going to put through school.
Very heartwarming. Very heartwarming.
We're not from any school. We're just entrepreneurs that give back.
You go in there and the teachers are like, yeah, we know exactly what students this is going to go to, or how many kids is going to get these bags. So I love it. I can't wait for next year, and you know, maybe the year after that we'll aim for 1,000, and now we're gonna have to start expanding and finding new schools, because there's no more schools to fit that many bags unless we just fill an entire school. So, you know, outside of a fun day at the beginning of the day for work, it's gonna be a good day, summer day, last day, what a really hot day. I wouldn't say last day, but a really hot day here. And we're gonna start doing some more vlogs for sharing with you guys specifically some of the clients we work on, because Miguel brought up something good. It's like, I've never actually showcased any of the clients that we work with and some of the brands. So if you really want to see how to work with and land some big narwhals, not even whales of clients, I'm going to show you guys some narwhals that we work with. So we're heading back to the office now, and you know, gonna meet up with the guys, get to see how the day's been, and yeah, see you there.